Let me give you some tips about content creation. This is from an OG. This is from a person who was doing this shit when before you could be monetized for the art. Because it's not just, oh, I'ma just film the shit I did today. It's so much more than that. When you actually start posting your videos, watching your videos back, doing the edits, remembering the headspace you was in, remembering the time you was going through, remember the people around, like, it is a literal reflection of your life. The happy, the good, the bad. Of course, keep some things to yourself, but do it anyway. Do it vulnerable. Post the video and do it for the love of it. Don't do it for the money. Post the video for exposure. Your audience is already waiting on you. Your people is already waiting on you. Your community. I've met people who was doing shit down to just real, to just being black, and to just either being in a niche, really knowing your shit and doing it, to figuring it out, to becoming a master, to deep dive into just where this can take you, whether you cared about the dollars or not. Because at one point, you don't just be making videos. You're filming. You're practicing the art of filmmaking. You're telling a story. You're learning how to tell stories. You're learning how to put things together. You're learning, like, wow, this isn't what I thought it would. Like, you get to see things from a different lens through documentation, whether it's writing, video, art. And you might be saying, oh, you were OG, but the numbers. And why you ain't doing it? Because that was basically a conversation that I was just having with somebody. But life. And sometimes you can't tell the story right in the moment when you need to be telling the story. It's a part of figuring it out. It's a part of bumping your head. It's a part of learning what works for you. It's just a part of the journey when you really care for this thing. You love this thing. You would die behind it. Like, the freedom it brings, the freedom, the luxuries of life, the small luxuries, not having to clock in at nobody's job or deal with nobody, or me going anywhere, anytime, and what I do, how I live my life, how I view things, how I put things together, how I clean, how I do my walks, how I make my teas, how I, like, do you understand what I'm saying? So don't just do it for the bread. Do it for the art. Do it for the experience. Do it for, because do y'all know how many times I love to hear content creators say, or people that make videos or filmmakers or whatever, some of them who just do documentation strictly, vlogging, your day-to-day life. I love when they say shit like, this camera saved me. I be doing shit just to, some people will tell you straight up, I be doing shit to just simply put it on camera. Some people do the good days, the bad days, the I'm six, whether it's a clip here or whatever there. And just to tell the story, because it's about storytelling. We all have a story about our life. We all have a certain lens, a certain view of how things should go. Extort them. Use your gifts, people. Like, I'm getting back into my bag. Like, one thing I've been noticing, I'm getting back into my bag. Like, I want to do this more. I'm trying to do the corporate route. Go get a... And it's like things are being delayed. Never denied. Things are being delayed. I'm just getting more and more anxious. I don't want to be in that place of lack. Like, I just want to live my life. Like, I'm trying to get things back under wraps. And I'm also having this itch. And I'm feeling like everything don't look right. I still feel like I'm in the same spot I was. But that knowledge is way different now. Like, when you've actually been around people, you've been in the rooms, you're getting in the rooms, you're realizing who you're surrounded by, and you're... Because now I feel like I'm still in the strategizing phase. Like, I know a lot of things. I've been around a lot of people. I'm still making connections. And sometimes you just got to watch before you act and make your move. You got to learn from other people's mistakes, too. Like, we're human, y'all. If we all going the same way, help thy neighbor, okay? We got to each one teach one. But there's two things I'm going to ask you, since I literally went down this whole rabbit hole with this young man who I've never met tonight, him and his friend. they was listening to us talk, and we had to tell them, like, y'all hear us talking like this, but this is our life. This is how we have conversations. This is how we conduct ourselves. No, we do not have any content. Well, we have old shit, which is why I'm going to segue into the biggest thing that I'm trying to say is do it. And 2 questions you need to ask yourself is, what do you want it to look like? Because that, for one, is always going to change. Like, and 2, how do you want to tell your story? What do you want it to look like starting out, and how do you want it to tell your story? Whether that's filming in your car every day, whether that's filming in your room every day, whether it's fuck it, I'm going to film it all. I've watched so many people do so many different things before this was a way to make money. And in some way, they did make it. It's just whether you're willing to do it for the long haul or not. I'm sorry. I just want to say one more thing. Another thing about being an OG is knowing what you know and experiencing life and looking at where this has came from. Because I know some people are going to still be like, but the numbers. I still want to do it my own way. Whether it's with a day-to-day guide strategy, whether I want to keep it flowing and just set that date, set that time to really sit down and go through the files, because there are files. There are archives. But it's a never-ending journey. That is a fat cat. Jesus. But it is an ongoing journey, no matter where I start, no matter where you start. My best friend, one of her videos on here, follow her, love you, Lisa, went viral from like 5 years ago.